Illustrator Paul Cemmick talks about his work for SFX magazine.
Hello, my name is Paul Cemmick. I'm a freelance cartoonist, and amongst other magazines, one of the ones I work for on a regular basis is SFX magazine, a science fiction magazine about mainly science fiction, surprisingly. I have a monthly regular spot in this magazine called Development Hell, which is about movies that are in the planning stage or in the development stage but haven't been made yet. This slot is written by Nick Sedgefield, the only man I know who's ever had a name check in Fantastic Four comic, which is very impressive to me. So anyway, every month we're called upon to write about, and in my case illustrate, a film that hasn't been made yet and probably won't see the light of day for at least a year. So sometimes we have very little to go on. We might know the title, but we might not know who's in it or who directs it or what it's about. For example, I had one called Scouts versus Zombies, and they had no idea who was in it, but that was enough to go on, so I did a picture of Scouts fighting zombies. Anyway, this one that you're looking at now is the next Bond film. Obviously we didn't know what it's about because they like to keep the plot under wraps. And this one is the rough stage, two roughs for the current issue, which is the news about Wonder Woman joining the cast of the next Superman film, which also stars Batman, of course. Now, SFX magazine likes to throw me a challenge now and then, like this picture from Doctor Who showing all the monsters and all the doctors up to the end of Series 6. And then a spread about the joys of Transylvania. This one's a kind of an etching style of various aliens. This is a puzzle picture about Star Trek in all its incarnations. This is the black and white rough for a spread about the TV show Fringe, and it's a kind of puzzle picture called Where's Walter? And there he is. Okay, this is one of the recent things I did about the various deaths of the various doctors from Doctor Who, or the transformations, if you like. So they wanted this in a slightly different style. That's one of the good things about SFX magazine, is they like to give me a challenge and let me work in different styles. This is a very watercolour style of drawing, as opposed to my normal dip pen line, scanned and computer coloured up in Photoshop style. Anyway, this was, as I said, all about the Doctor's regenerations, but it didn't include Matt Smith, because when I drew this, he was still live and kicking, and also it didn't involve the new guy, Peter Capaldi, who hasn't died yet. Here he is. So anyway, this is how the spread appeared when it was in the magazine. It was beautifully laid out by one of the girls up at SFX, I forget her name. Anyway, that's roughly an overview of the last year's work for SFX magazine. Thank you for listening. Bye.